Hello students, welcome to maths class. We are doing limits problems. So today also we'll do some more limits problems, but here we are doing all miscellaneous problems. In these problems all the methods will be there. You have to recognize which type of method you got it, right? Then you have to solve the problem. Now come to the first question. So observe carefully. What is that? Sometimes they will ask find limit x tends to. Sometimes they will ask compute limit x tends to. Both are same. Just we have to find out limit x tends to that value to that given function. Okay. So come to the first question. Limit x tends to 3. Right? X to the power of 4 minus 81 by 2x square minus 5x minus 3. So this is 0 by 0 form, isn't it? If we substitute directly, it is 0 by 0 form. Whenever it is 0 by 0 form, what I said, go for factorization. Factorize the numerator and denominator, cancel some common terms, then substitute a value. Okay, so come on, it is limit x tends to 3. We can write this as x to the power of 4 and we can write this as 3 to the power of 4. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 27 3s are 81. So 81 can be taken as 3 to the power of 4. Now come to downwards, how we can take the factors. First we have to multiply x square coefficient with the constant 2 into minus 3, that is minus 6. We have to take two numbers, right, whose product should be minus 6 and whose sum should be minus 5. Like that we have to select two numbers. So which two numbers can we select? If I take minus 6 plus 1, so if you multiply you will get minus 6 and if you add you will get your minus 5, isn't it? So like that we have to select two numbers, that is called factorization, right? So minus 6 plus 6 minus 3. Okay, next step, limit x tends to 3. So come on, this can be written as x square whole square, 3 square whole square. Can we write? Definitely we can write. So a to the power of m whole to the power of n is a to the power of m into n. 2 2s are 4 again. Here also 2 2s are 4. Right? And from these two you can take your 2x common. Then what happens to value? X minus 2 3s are 6. From this one can be, from these two one can be taken common. Okay, so next, this is of the form a square minus b square form, a plus b into a minus b. So limit x tends to 3, x square plus 3 square, a plus b into a minus b, x square minus 3 square, divided by, from these two we can take x minus 3 common, right? Then you will have 2x plus 1. Okay, so again observe, this is again of the form a square minus b square. We can write this as a plus b into a minus b. Why we are doing? So that if any common terms in numerator and denominator we can cancel, right? After that we will substitute the value. Till that means if we cannot further simplify, right, then we have to substitute the x value there. So it is x square plus 3 square is 9, right, and this can be written as x minus 3 into x plus 3, okay, divided by x minus 3 into 2x plus 1. X minus 3, x minus 3 cancels. No further simplification is possible. Then you substitute your limit value. So x tends to 3. So it is 3 square plus 9 into 3 plus 3 divided by 2 into 3 plus 1. Okay, so is equal to, it is 9 plus 9, 3 plus 3 is 6 by 2 3s are 6, 6 plus 1 7. So its value is how much? 18. 9 plus 9 into 6 divided by 7 is equal to, it is 108 by 7 is the answer of your first question. Okay, so observe carefully. It is 0 by 0 form. If we substitute the value, limit value, it is 0 by 0. So it is of the form f of x by g of x. We can factorize f of x, we can factorize g of x. That's why go for factorization method. After the factorization, if any common terms are there in f of x and in g of x, cancel them. After that, you substitute your x value. Okay. So next come to the second question. What is your second question? Observe carefully. So limit x tends to 0 sin ax by sin bx. Already we discussed so many times, whenever in limits problem sin is there, right? Then we are going to use which formula I said? Limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta is equal to 1. That means to apply this formula, there is one condition. What is that? These three values must be same. So according to that, we have to rearrange the problem. Then we have to apply the formula. So here, this is given question to you. You apply the limit for numerator and denominator separately. Okay, by limit x tends to 0, right, sin bx. Okay, we want by theta. That means first of all we need x for numerator as well as denominator. So dividing the numerator and denominator with x. We can do like that in mathematics. If we want to divide, we have to divide the numerator as well as denominator. Okay, so it is sin bx by x. Now if you observe, in numerator here it should be ax, here also it should be bx. So multiplying the numerator, multiplying and denominator with a, and multiplying the denominator, right, multiplying and dividing the denominator with b. We will take this a along with this x, we will take this b along with this x, but we don't want this a and this b, and they are the letters constants. So we know it very well. We can write the constants outside of the limit, right? So you take a from the numerator and b from the denominator. If x tends to 0, definitely ax tends to 0. If x value is 0, 0 into something is 0 only. So it is sin ax by ax, right? Next, same thing. If x tends to 0, bx tends to 0. Why we are writing like this? So here compulsory condition, this value, this value, this value must be equal, and it is defined. If x tends to 0, something into x definitely tends to 0 only. So it is sin bx by bx. Okay, so is equal to, it is a by b, 1 by 1 is equal to a by b is the answer of your question. So whenever in limits problems you got a sign, means just rearrange into that formula form and apply it, you will get your answer. Okay, now come to the third question. What is your third question? Limit x tends to 0 e to the power of sin x minus 1 by x. Okay, so actually in which method? First method substitution, next factorization, next rationalization, and fourth method we solve the problems by using some standard formulae of the limits, isn't it? In that class, you got one formula, standard formula by limits, right? Standard results by limits. What is that? Limit x tends to 0, e to the power of x minus 1 by x is equal to 1. Right? We got this standard formula. So, if we want to apply this formula, what is the condition? Again observe, this value, this value, this value must be same, just like our sin theta formula. Whenever e to the power of x is there, that means in that form, power. So, again it is a formula. So, this x is a general term. Instead of x, you can have anything. E must be there. It is exponential term. So, e will be there. E to the power of, right. So, here instead of this x, it is a formula. I said in all the formulas, we will take a general form of the formula. That means instead of x, we can have anything. Even see here theta, instead of theta, we can have any value. It is a general value. Theta is a general value. Similarly, here x is general value. Okay. So, that means if you observe here, we are having sin x, power is in x place we are having sin x. That means downwards we want sin x, then only we can apply that formula. In limits exponential form, only we are having that formula form. So, we have to adjust our problem according to that formula. That means downwards I want sin x means you divide, multiply and divide. Actually, if we divide with a sin x, we can get it into our form, but in mathematics we cannot do like that. So, we have to multiply and we have to divide. Okay. So, it is sin x. Okay. And we want this sin x here and we don't want x here. So, send to that side. It is multiplication. We can rearrange a into b can be taken as b into a also. So, come on, limit x tends to 0 e to the power of sin x minus 1 by sin x. This term we want according to our formula, and we can write this as sin x and we will send x this side. Just a into b we have taken as b into a according to our situation. Okay. Now, two terms are there, apply the limit separately for the two terms. So, what happens? Limit x tends to 0 e to the power of sin x minus 1 by sin x into limit x tends to 0 sin x by x. Okay. So, what I said, this term also must be same. So, power is in terms of sin x. So, limit also definitely if x tends to 0, right, x value is equals to 0, sin 0 is 0 only. That means sin x tends to 0. So, we can write this as limit sin x tends to 0 e to the power of sin x minus 1 by sin x, okay, into limit x tends to 0 sin x by x. Okay. So, what is our value now? This is 1 and into another value is also 1. So, its final value is equals to 1. So, if you know the formulas, standard formulas, and whenever it is sine, we have to adjust it into this form, right. Whenever e to the power of x into something is there, then we have to adjust it like that. You will get the idea with practice. Okay. So, now come to the fourth question. So, what is your fourth question? Limit x tends to 1, right. Limit x tends to 1. What is the value? It is 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1 into root x minus 1 divided by 2x square plus x minus 3. Take the values correctly, otherwise we don't get the answer, right. There will be no meaningful form also. We don't get into our formulae form, our standard form. Instead of plus, if we have taken minus. Even the limits also, be careful. Actually in maximum problems we are having limit extends to 0. That's why we will take, generally we will take extends to 0, but sometimes extends to infinity will be there, extends to 2 will be there, extends to 1 will be there. Observe the problem. While copying the question from question paper to answer sheet, you check 2 times, right? Why means just plus minus makes lot of difference, very costly in mathematics, right? So come on, rationalize it. We can multiply and divide with, here root x minus 1 is there, that's why we are going for rationalization, isn't it? So we have to multiply and divide with root x plus 1. So next, limit x tends to 1, 2x minus 1. Come on, a minus b into a plus b, that is root x whole square minus 1 square, by, now try to get the factors for this. How we will get the factors? First we have to multiply x square coefficient with the constant, 2 into minus 3 minus 6. Now we have to select two numbers, right? Their product should be minus 6 and their sum should be x. So how we can take this value? We can take 3 minus 2. So if we multiply 3 into minus 2, minus 6. If you add, you will get your 1. Okay, so come on, 2x square, instead of x we will write this as 3x minus 2x minus 3. Okay, and that value remains as it is. What is that? Root x plus 1. So here square root cancel, limit x tends to 1, 2x minus 1 into x minus 1 by, come on, from this we can take x outside, it is 2x plus 3. From these two you can take minus 1 outside, right? So it is 2x plus 3. Okay, so into root x plus 1 will be there. So limit x tends to 1, it is 2x minus 1, x minus 1 by, from these two you can take 2x plus 3 common, then x minus 1, okay, into root of root x plus 1 will be there. X minus 1 cancels. So no further simplification is possible. Then go for your substitution, right? So is equal to 2 into x tends to 1, x value is 1, okay, by 2 into 1 plus 3 into root 1 plus 1. So 2 ones are 2, 2 minus 1 is 1 by, this is 2 plus 3 is 5 into root 1 is 1, 1 plus 1, 2 is equal to 1 by 5 2s are 10 is the answer. Okay, so this is your fourth question. Okay, so girls, observe carefully, we did 4 problems now. So first problem, if we go for direct substitution, it is 0 by 0 form. Whenever it is 0 by 0 form, it is called undetermined form. So we have to go for factorization. If possibility is there, factorization. If rationalization possibility is there, we'll go for rationalization. So it is f of x by g of x form, and we can factorize these two. So first we have taken this as x to the power of 4, and 81 can be taken as 3 to the power of 4, right? After that, x square whole square minus 3 square whole square, so that it will come into the form of a square minus b square, which can be written as a plus b into a minus b. Okay, so and downwards also we have to factorize the denominator also. So if we observe, we have to take the factors as minus 6 and 1. So then we got x minus 3 as common, we cancelled, then substituted. Next come to the second one. Second one problem is whenever sign is there in the limits, definitely it will come into that formula form, limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta, right? We can equate that value as 1. So here compulsory condition, those three values must be same. Like that we have to arrange the problem, then we have to apply the formula. Now come to the third one, e to the power of sin x minus 1 by x. If it is e to the power of x minus 1 by x, no problem, directly we will take that as equals to 1. But instead of x, we are having sin x. So if you go for this formula, right, in this x place it is sin x, so downwards sin x should be there, here also sin x should be there, right? So come on, that's for that sake we have taken, if x tends to 0, sin 0 is 0, so we can write sin x tends to 0, and we need downward sin x, not x. That's why multiplying and dividing with sin x, and bring this sin x to this side and send x that side, right? Once it is over, apply the limits separately. Two terms are there, isn't it? So we can apply the limit whenever product form is there, whenever division is there, whenever plus minus, we can apply limits each and every term separately. Okay, so now both are exactly in your formula form. See how nicely they got into formula form. So once they are in formula form, we will apply it. We got the answer. Now come to the fourth one. In the problem, root x minus 1 is there. So roots are there, right, and some minus value, some plus value. I said go for rationalization, simplify, right? If no further simplification is possible, then you substitute a x value in it. So come on, if observe, it is a minus b into a plus b form, a square minus b square. Okay, so if we take that value, square root will get cancel, and downwards also we got x minus 1 after the factorization, right? So this is combined method of rationalization as well as factorization. We did factors also, so that we can simplify and we can cancel. At the end there will be no possible simplification. Then we have to apply our x value in that problem. So you got your value. Okay, so practice these problems perfectly. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.